Hello everybody and welcome to Harvest Moon, a Wonderful Life Special Edition. Which means lots of fun with frame rate. That seems to be a common word with me lately. I don't know why. Downloading. There we go. So this was actually a request from somebody. A friend of mine. I already missed the first line. And I'm gonna skip this one too. Well, let's just say we're going to a place that I promised your father I would take you. This place? Your father and I stumbled upon it long ago, when we were both still young. The people who live here call it Forget-Me-Not Valley. Well, here we are. This is it. This is the land your father and I found together. The buildings are old, but still usable, and there are fields too. And if you spread a little fertilizer in this pasture, it could be used for grazing animals. Riveting content, I know. Well, what do you think? Do you want to try farming? That's how I thought you'd react. Surprised you, didn't I? It was your father's dream, you know, for us to farm this land. I'd like to see that dream come true. I'm sure he would be even happier if you would do it with me. So what do you say? Will you try it? Nah! No, I'm gonna. I don't want to sit through that again, even though it's not that long. Attaboy, I'm sure your father'd be proud. Well then, let me show you around. Okay, I'm gonna skip the expositional bits. I'm sure you guys don't care about all that stuff. I'll only narrate the story cutscenes, if that makes any sense. Yeah, I know how to play freaking Harvest Moon. Most of the games have a skip tutorial section. This one, strangely enough, doesn't. At least I think they do. Puppies! Okay, so, I've already missed what I said. Alright, but I'm not too fond of dogs, so just one, okay? I don't know. I'll do this at random, I'm not looking. Going with the classic. I don't know. We'll go with, like, the most generic name I can think of. I just hope I don't save them on my old save file. Alright, I'll find an I'll find an owner for the other one in the city. I'll make a doghouse for him later, too. And this is your house. I fixed it up a bit so you can move right in. Oh, my house? My house is... It'd be hilarious if they turned around and it was just like the mansion from Resident Evil. The building across from the food storage is where I live. Well, that's about it for now. When you get the hang of things, you may want to add more buildings. Oh yeah, come here for a minute. I bought you a cow. This is her feed box. I'd like you to give her a name. You know, I'm just gonna come out and say it. Anyone else think Takakura looks like Leonard Nimoy with gigantic eyebrows? No offense, Nimoy. Rest in peace. I'm gonna give it the same name I gave a cow in Stardew Valley. It's a pun, can you tell? 5 minutes in, I haven't played anything yet. Dairy? That's a good name. Our first cow. This is cause for our celebration. Take good care of her now. By the way, it's been about 10 days since this cow gave birth, so you should be able to milk her a couple times a day. So you bought a cow with no way for me to feed it. Seems logical. Logical. I think that's everything. Almost forgot. You've got to think of a name for the farm. Have any good ideas? You've been living here how long and the farm doesn't have a friggin' name? You know what, since I have Stardew Valley on the mind... Also, if you guys haven't played Stardew Valley, go play it, please. It's a great Harvest Moon spiritual successor, which is a nice way of saying it's pretty much a total ripoff, but in a good way. It's an excellent copy. Stardew Farm, eh? Alright, while we're at it, let me introduce you to the people who live here. I'm not really a people person, but you're still young, so you probably need some friends. Let's go. I'll go with it. This is for your guys' benefit, even though I always do the tutorial things in like every single game, which kind of makes it funny that I was talking about, yeah, I don't need a tutorial, I'm better than that. This is Tim and his wife Ruby. They run the Inner Inn, and their son Rock. How shall I introduce you? You don't know my name? That's okay, I don't either. I don't think I can fit my full screen name in here, can I? Oh, I can! Billy! I hope that's not my name. The character on my other file. Otherwise, it could get confusing. Kurgan, I see. How do you not know my name? I thought we were friends! You were buddies with my dad! You went to war together! Okay, I don't know about that, but... Oh, and there's a girl named Nami staying on the second floor here. Yay? Okay, actually, I'm probably going to pursue Nami as the waifu for this playthrough. This is Galen and his wife Nina. Galen? Galen? I'm going with Galen. I don't know how to pronounce it, so I'm just guessing, but that seems more likely. This is Chris. This is her husband Wally and their son Hugh. Griffin is the Blue Bar's bartender, and Muffy works there part-time. Did they really name her Muffy? It's not Moofy? Well, that's actually probably worse sounding, but... I mean, Muffy. I'm not trying to be a perv or anything, but that name is kinda... you know... suggestive. Romana lives in the villa with her granddaughter Lumina, and that's their butler Sebastian. Who is not a crab, and that disappoints me, even though I didn't watch a lot of Disney movies as a child. Except for The Lion King. That shit was badass. Vesta also runs a farm here. Over there is Vesta's brother, Marlin, and that's Celia, who helps them with their work. They'll sell you seeds for your crops. There are people living over there, too. There are two brothers who make fireworks, an artist, a guy who does experiments, A guy who's always playing the guitar. And there's a professor and his assistant living in the tent by the waterfall. They're doing some kind of excavation. Well, I guess that's about it. You must be tired out by all of this excitement. You can take it easy for a while. If you have any questions, ask me anytime. Well, have a good rest. I've never seen this harvest sprite before. Who is it? Who is it? But who could it be? We're the only harvest sprites in this town. I've already mixed up the voices, I think. Who is it? Who is it? I think you're right. So who is it? Kurakan? I see. A harvest sprite named Kurakan. Nice name. Oh, I see. I'm Nick. Nice to meet you. My name's Nick. Nice to meet ya. I'm Flack. Nice to meet you. He's just like, wow, I shouldn't have ate that mushroom earlier. And we're into Chapter 1. Huzzah! So now we're actually playing the game. I never checked the weather in this game. I don't know why. First things first, we'll feed the dog. Nope. Put it in. There we go. Wow, I've got so many tools to work with. Okay. I think the cow's probably still asleep. As far as I know, there's actually no reason to not just carry everything with you. Maybe it increases your exhaustion? I don't know. I've never been able to actually figure it out. And I think this is where... Yep, there's some seeds. I'll probably get sick of the music in no time flat. Okay. That is for this season, right? Oh, spring through fall. Okay, cool. The soil is very poor. Why? Why is the soil so poor? Okay, how about this soil? Relatively fertile. So we'll plant this stuff here. I don't know why I put it so far back, but I did. And tomato seed. And tomato seed. So exciting, right? But like I said, this game was a request from somebody, and my bottle is, my watering can is empty. Why didn't I fill it up? What was I thinking? But as I was saying, this was a request from somebody who said, yeah, I'd be interested in a Harvest Moon playthrough, and since not a lot of people watch my channel, it's like, you know what? Why not? Let's give it a shot. We'll try something different. Now you're probably wondering why I'm playing this instead of Stardew Valley. Well, that's because, I'm not really sure. I guess because I'm worried if I tried to record Stardew Valley, I'd wind up with a bunch of frame rate issues, and that's no fun. Granted, this game has frame rate issues, but not to the point where I can't do anything. I don't know, I should try that sometime. Stardew Valley is a blast, by the way. Seriously, guys, go play it. Oh, I don't even have a freaking brush! You screwed me over, Takakura! You screwed me over! Why did I grab it one by one? No, I don't want to feed it to it directly! No, you ate it, you bitch! No, don't shoot. No. There we go. Okay, how much do I have since the cow ate one directly? Okay, I got enough for a little while. Enough for a year, I think. Yeah, said 47, which means I started with 50, and a year is 40 days in this game. Come here, you little bastard! Stop running away! I guess I could have called him over, but... Come on, you dumb dog. Jump! Leap for it! Nice thing about training the dog, doesn't take up any time. Good dimwit. Okay, so I need to order a brush. If I remember correctly, you can't get the horse until the second season. No, I don't need that yet. I can't, well, I can't afford some of it. Tool. Huh? No brush? Uh-oh. Oh, maybe I get it from Van? I don't remember. Hey, Takakura. Did he just tell me to get a wife? Dude, I've played Harvest Moon before. I know to get a waifu to save my lifeu. Wait, what? Okay, we'll just double check here, make sure that... Okay. Oh, I'm pretty sure that I have to get the brush from elsewhere since I don't have it. I think that's the slot for it, too. And I can't be the slot for it, can it? Maybe it is. You guys are all... Dude, just play the friggin' game, you moron! Alright. Now to actually go exploring. Yay! Trying to remember where everything is. Oh jeez, I'm so slow in this version. Well, actually, I guess you're slow in every version. I'm so used to riding on the horse. Also, manual movement like this drains your stamina, if memory serves. Like, every time you jump over something. When I first played the original version on GameCube, there was a part where, I didn't realize that hunger and stamina were basically separate things. Or, separate but related things, rather. So, I went days without eating, and every few seconds my character's like, yeah, feed me! Feed me! And I didn't quite understand it. Also, most episodes will probably be a bit shorter than this one, since this one has the tutorial. If I were really smart, I would have skipped the, or not skipped the tutorial necessarily, but I would have cut the episode off with the tutorial. This is going to be a very redundant playthrough, and I apologize for that. But, yeah, there you have it. Ah! What happened? My camera flopped around when I tried adjusting it. One of the big issues with this version is the frame rate can dip down quite a bit. It never becomes, like god-awful or anything usually, but it's like, wow, why does such a simple game look so chunky? This is the digital version running off of PSN, and it runs quite a bit better than the disc-based version did. Though not as good as the GameCube version. GameCube had an excellent version. I don't know why it was so poorly done port-wise. But, yeah. Yay. I still like the game quite a bit. And in fact, I still prefer the PS2 version to the GameCube version because while it still soaks up your time, it's not like you're going to be, well, my age by the time you finish. Even though I've never actually finished the game. Because the GameCube version was like 10 years long, and then the PS2 version shortened it to 6. Because some of the chapters in the GameCube version were multiple years, and in this one, each year is, or each chapter is a single year. Okay, I need to, stop picking up flowers. No, I want to get this stuff out of the way first before I do any major, playing. Still, it's a nice peaceful game. If you want to play a game that doesn't require really any major skill and you just want something to relax with, this has always been a great series for it. Hey, Celia. Crap, how much was it? I think 10 per whatchamacallit? Whatever. Sell it to me. I'll take it. This'll get me started with the fodder. Yep, that'll do the job. Dude, out of my way! You lowly NPC scum! So I'll probably pursue, Nami. Maybe I'll go after Celia. I don't know. Did I already grab that? Yeah, it looks like I grabbed that mugwort. God, look at me go! Meow. But yeah, I haven't fully decided which girl to go after. Nami's probably the most difficult one. And that's usually the type that players go after. With the PS2 version, I've actually only ever married Lumina. Because she was PS2 exclusive. And a lot of people are probably saying they're, gasping in horror. It's like, you're a creepy pedo! It's like, everybody's super deformed in this game, and the instruction manual says she's 18, so... Ah! Then I screwed up the camera. But yeah, it's like, really? You're concerned she looks like a child when everybody in this game looks like a friggin' child? Also, when Chapter 2 rolls around, she looks considerably older. Actually, that's one of the coolest things about this game, is your character does age over time. You get older and older as the years go by until you're an old fart. It's a neat idea. Something that I do wish more games did with their progression of time. Hey, Nina. Are you the same Nina from one of the previous ones? Because there's been a lot of Ninas. Okay, I think this guy likes mugwort. You! Hey! Old fart!
Nanda. Ooh.
Yes! Take the freaking thing!
Hmm.
And then he didn't give me the fishing rod. Actually, where do you get the first fishing rod from? Do you have to order it? I can't remember. But yeah, at some point in the game, he'll give you a better fishing rod than the normal one. I think it's not until chapter 2. God, look at me go, just... When I grow up, I want to be Sonic the Hedgehog. Kind of already has the spikes going too, doesn't he? Needs more blue, though. Gotta go fast. After this episode, I may speed up the running sections a little. Make it a little more smooth. Smooth? Faster paced? Whatever. You guys know what I mean. Oh, you're the guy from the farm! Thanks? What does that make Takakura? Leonard Nimoy? I already made that joke. I've seen him. I can see everything! Okay, let's go see these people. You there. I may also start narrating more of the NPC dialogue. At least when it's somewhat unique. I don't know. How did she know that I'm hardly working? Okay. I don't think Nami's gonna be in her room. It wouldn't be that easy, would it? No one is in. I'm pretty sure that's her room. How about this one? No one is in. Okay. Sorry for having an episode that's relatively lengthy. Looks like my character's already tired. He looks alright, I guess. He has kind of that grumpy look I usually do. Well, it's not quite grumpy. But it's kind of like, why am I doing this shit? I guess as time passes, he gets a bit more active. Okay, let's go. Fertilize some grass. Bloop. Apparently one of the mechanics of this game is the good fodder you can buy makes a cow, or assumably any type of animal, happier. But if you feed them exclusively on it, it makes them sick. Which is, again, kind of a cool idea. There are some things that I dislike in this game compared to some of the previous Harvest Moons, but there's a lot here that's also, you know, really, really cool. I know the series has gone, a bit, what's the word I'm looking for? It's kind of lost some of its charm in recent years, after the, developers split. So did my character get hungry or something? Guess not. Guess that was just one of the issues with this game. Because sometimes you don't feel quite fluid in movement and such. I don't know if it's part of the frame rate or not. I don't remember it happening much in the GameCube version. I know I keep bringing up the frame rate. I'm not trying to be a stickler for that. After all, I'm playing the version that has the frame rate issues. Granted, I don't have the GameCube version anymore, but that's beside the point. I'm gonna ignore the bum. It's not that I think he's an asshole or anything, but he's an asshole. No, seriously, if you give him enough money for him to go back home, he just winds up blowing it all at the bar, I think.
Yeah.
That is the weirdest thing somebody has told to me, or asked me today. Today! But, yeah, and then, there's like a moment where he can try stealing food out of your freezer, and Then if you let him, he just keeps taking food out of there, so it's like, screw that, I'm not gonna mess with that. It's like, sick 'em, dog! Now I have to try to find Nami. Maybe, in between episodes I'll look up her walking pattern, which I think is, like, halfway random. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to rely on the, on a few FAQs and such for finding people. It's not that I don't think I can handle it, it's just so I don't get lost. I'll try not to rely on it too much. It's only when, I have no flipping clue what to say or do. Plus, that way I can get more cutscenes, and that's like half the fun of a Harvest Moon game. Honestly, I don't know if people will enjoy watching this playthrough. I hope they do. I remember watching a friend of mine years ago when, we take turns playing Harvest Moon 64. And, it was always neat seeing people play it a different way than I did. I don't even play the same way I used to as a kid. Because when I was younger, I used to play the Harvest Moon games mostly just for the waifus and the other thing, the festivals. This one doesn't have a lot of festivals, so I can't do a lot of that. I usually wind up forgetting them anyway. I'm mostly just rambling, by the way, if you haven't caught on. Well, maybe Nami's at the bar. Maybe she's not even here. I don't remember her pattern at all. Yeah, I'm not gonna get drunk. I just want to chat. Do I look like one of those people that gets drunk? I have some dignity, sir. It's not like I need to get blitzed off my ass after a hard day's work. I'm better than that. Ooh, it's almost 5! Happy hour! I have no idea if that's happy hour or not. I actually don't drink in real life. No, I drink a little, but rarely. It's like once a year, maybe. I'm not really an alcohol person. And no, I'm not knocking people who are... Well, okay, I am, but... I did plant those seeds, right? Yeah. But basically, as a general rule, I'm just not much of a drinker. I don't think I'm actually capable of getting drunk. It's that Irish and Russian blood of mine. It does make me, like, slightly tired for about 10-20 minutes, then, I'll immediately just... back to normal! Huh. Well, that potential waifu just isn't showing up today, is she? I imagine Celia is like most girls and likes flowers, so winning her over wouldn't be difficult. Nami, on the other hand, is somebody who's fascinated by the stuff you can dig up at the excavation site. I didn't milk the cow, did I? I have failed! Oh boy. You, cow! I'm stealing your milk! Since I forgot to do it earlier. Exciting, right, guys? Why are you pissed off? I don't like you, cow. This one did put a bit more emphasis on growing plants. Unfortunately, it's only the trees that are worth growing. Oh, I should have got some, like, banana seeds or something. Because bananas are extremely lucrative even early on. Well, I'll pick some up tomorrow, if I remember. But yeah, trees are like the most lucrative thing in the game. Cows are still pretty lucrative. Chickens are like the perfect thing to get in this game, though. Even though you have to buy the food for them. Yeah. I'm not like one of these experts that can perfectly time everything and have, 100% pure quality accuracy with their predictions in this game, that kind of stuff. I'm just somebody who plays it to have fun for the most part. Okay, let's try this. And... damn it! I'm trying to hit on you, silent, grumpy girl. I don't even know where she is. Where's my potential waifu? Seriously though, I haven't decided which girl to go for. Zelia's, like, so freaking easy to, marry. I think Muffy is supposed to be the easiest. I don't know, I've never pursued her. Not my type. Not my type of waifu. Let's go ahead and... What do you want, dog? What? I already fed you! Stop following me! Help! Stupid dog! Okay, in reality, I actually love dogs. I don't have one anymore. I had one for most of my life, really. They always get old, eventually die, all that kind of stuff. Oh, that's gonna set me back. I'll get a little bit at a time. I don't want it all at once because I can't afford it right away. But, yeah, dogs getting old is something that's rough to watch, and right now I don't really want to go through that again. So yeah, you guys learned a little something about me. Stop learning about me! Meanwhile, I actually got some cats recently. They're outdoor cats that are rodent hunters, and, well, they're actually pretty good at that. Hey, did you ignore me, NPC? But my cats are really goofy critters. They're not really used to people, so they mostly just run back and forth. But they're good kitties. Yeah, nothing exciting there. They're just cats. Also, in case you guys haven't realized it yet, my nose is stuffed. It's so much fun to deal with. But I don't want to blow it while I'm recording, because then you guys would hear me blow my nose, and that's kind of gross. It's bad enough when I'm coughing up a storm, so, I don't want to disgust you guys. That's no fun. Well, I'm running out of things to do today, so this is actually getting to be a good place to end the episode. Let me get back to the house and rest, and that'll be the end of episode 1. First person to make a Phantom Menace joke gets punched. Mostly because I'm not a Star Wars fan, but that's beside the point. And with that, all my views are gone. No, really, I'm just not a Star Wars person. Except for Knights of the Old Republic. That shit is hardcore! Wow, there's like nothing going on in this month. Season month. Nothing interesting though. Unlucky. Boy, are you guys right! So with that, I'm going to end the episode here. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you come back for the next one. It'll be largely the same thing.